Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to listeners. Didn't hear much sporting discussion between Friday and yesterday, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been discussion about what the general secretary has said.
Yeah, Roy Simpson.
Yes,
Yeah.
he wants to go back. I hear people saying that if they want JLP and Manning Cup players, but I'm sure he meant Jamaican born players actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to point it out to somebody this morning that he probably didn't say it directly, but he's saying that he doesn't want the we should move away from running to the English born players.
Yeah, and it's something he wouldn't be the first and won't be the last person to express that kind of sentiment. It's something that has been talked about before that we are too overly reliant on the heritage players as they're coming to be called now.
You think he's positioning himself to run for president in the next election? Because that is something that some voters would like to hear,
Interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't think of it.
Some of the football people would love to hear that. Listen, we are going to look at Harbourview players and Portmore United players and all these players far more than we have done in the last 15 or 20 years. That's what they want to hear, and these are voters.
And you think that alone will get him at the head table?
That would get him some people considering him for sure. Yeah, if that's his mindset. So I don't know because I don't think he means tomorrow or in March we're going to throw away everybody and let's go for strictly Jamaican born players. I think he's speaking futuristic.
Futuristic.
Yeah.
One of the discussions coming out of the last couple of days is, well, before we get to that cricket issue, football issue. Montego Bay United against Cavalier yesterday. How did that game?
I think last square I saw Cavalier led 3-0, so I don't know if it
3-0.
finished that way.
I think it's 3-0. Now, this is Rodolphe Speed's first coaching stint since he was advertised as the head coach. Quite impressive for a team. I think Mobile was the leading team in the league, no?
Mm-hmm.
So that was impressive. But here was something that plucked at my brain this morning. You have some people who feel if Speed is going to get the national team, then he must do the proper thing and give up as the coach for Cavalier. You can't be coaching Cavalier and coaching the national team. I think I have a decent question. Would we prefer, we know players benefit from playing matches. Do coaches benefit from coaching? In other words, if Speed is the man who is going to take us into those qualifiers, I'm saying those because we're hoping it's two, does it benefit him to be coaching in the league leading up till then? Do coaches need practice to stay sharp?
Well, I personally wouldn't have a problem with him. This is not answering that question, though. I wouldn't have a problem with him maintaining his job at Cavalier because he's the interim for 2 games.
Right. Is the ownership thing on the problem?
No. I have no problem right now because it's the interim for 2 games. We know all of the... So if he's named the head coach for the next 5 years, then that's that we can look at all the issues. So I'm saying interim for 2 games. Everybody wants to qualify for the World Cup, including with our Speed. I don't think there's going to be much issue in that right now. So I would have to wait and see. So it doesn't matter if him continue to coach Cavalier right now or not.
All right.
His job now is to scout both teams, the one that will face first and the potential second game. Look at their strengths, their weaknesses. Because we pretty much know the squad and know our best players. We might get a few players in, but so that's his real job right now, to scout the opposing team, to see their strength and their weakness, and obviously to get 1 or 2 players in to help us. So I don't think it's a major deal. He's coaching Cavalier right now, and he's still going to coach us for the 2 games.
All right. So the other big discussion coming out of the last couple of days is the West Indies board president, Kishore Shallow, was named the Minister of Tourism for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Another case of conflict of interest being bandied about. Just like Speed, look like conflict of interest is now the new buzzword, not only in Jamaica, but as we are now seeing in the wider Caribbean. A lot of people are saying, you can't be the West Indies president and the tourism minister. Well, we had a long chat with Preacher yesterday who feels
that's one of the few calls I heard yesterday.
Right. Now, almost as if Mr. Kishore Shallow was listening to the sports desk, he gave a statement. It's a few minutes, maybe 5-6 minutes, addressing the whole issue. We have it. We want to just give you a chance to listen to the West Indies board president talking about this potential or the actual conflict. Here we go. Punch it for me, Asta.
Rally round the West Indies, now and forever.
Fellow West Indians, first let me extend heartfelt congratulations to Captain Ruston Trace and the entire Test squad for the remarkable display of determination in the drawn match against New Zealand in Christchurch. It was an indomitable spirit of Justin Graves that powered an exceptional double century, with Kemar Roach once again demonstrating the strength and heart emblematic of a true West Indian cricketer. I must also commend the outstanding innings of Shea Hope, whose 140 runs proved pivotal in shaping the outcome of this match. My friends, let me take this time to express my sincere gratitude for the outpouring of well wishes as I embark on a new chapter of service, having been elected to Parliament in my beloved St. Vincent and the Grenadines and appointed as a Minister of Government. It is an extraordinary moment that allows me to continue serving not only through Cricket West Indies, but also in the development of my home country. Over the past several days, I have been humbled by the many calls and messages from regional and international leaders, from colleagues across the public service, and from the staff and players of West Indies cricket. Your encouragement has meant a great deal, and I appreciate every single one of you. When I first accepted the responsibility of serving at Cricket West Indies, I did so with a clear objective to help restore the integrity of the organization and advance meaningfully governance reform. Our aim has always been to create a stronger foundation that can ultimately support improved performances on the cricket field. While the journey has not been without its challenges, and we have not achieved every goal, we have made significant and measurable progress. To date, we have implemented more than 70% of the Webby report and governance reform, with additional areas scheduled for review during this term. We have placed our women's program firmly on the path towards pay parity, ensuring our female athletes receive the respect and dignity they deserve. We have negotiated a fair and forward-looking memorandum with the West Indies Players Association that strengthens player compensation. Additionally, we have launched the Breakout League with our long-standing partners at CPL, the Caribbean Premier League, to create opportunities for emerging talent. And together, we delivered one of the most memorable World Cups in our history. My friends, this has been meaningful work for all of us in the Caribbean. I have always spoken candidly with you, every single time, especially on matters that seem difficult. I am not satisfied with the performance of our teams, and the board shares this concern. I have discussed this frankly with our Chief Executive Officer, Chris Daring, and our Director of Cricket, Maz Bascom. But I appreciate that there are many factors involved in ensuring that we can be consistent in our performances on field. In addition, we must also take a sober look at our financial structure to place the organization on a more sustainable path. The distribution of funds in global cricket has not been equitable, and we continue to lobby this to improve globally. So yes, there is still important work ahead. And so, I know that some of you may be concerned about my recent appointment to Cabinet and what it may mean for my continued service as President of Cricket West Indies. Let me be upfront and transparent with you, as I've always been. Admittedly, I have thought long and hard about this. My conviction is that the work ahead requires steady leadership and a commitment to completing the reforms already set in motion. It is for this reason that I will conclude my current term, but with the intention not to seek re-election. It is true that my appointment as a minister, while simultaneously serving as president of Cricket West Indies, may seem slightly uncommon in our region, even though it has happened in other sports before. However, It is not unusual within the global cricket community, where several of my colleagues at the International Cricket Council currently serve or have served as ministers or members of parliament. We have therefore conducted comprehensive due diligence to ensure all legal and ethical standards are fully met. While there is no conflict of interest, the legitimate question is whether I can effectively manage both portfolios. Having consulted widely with our board and leadership, I can assure you that I can and will. It is important to note over the years, government in our region have been calling for a greater level of engagement with Cricket West Indies. It is fair to say that this very well may be an avenue for collaboration and involvement without being invasive. The presidency of Cricket West Indies is not a salaried role. In other words, it is not a job. It is not a traditional 9-to-5 position, nor is it based at our headquarters in Antigua. We are fortunate to have an experienced CEO in Chris Daring, who oversees the organization's daily operation with support of over 50 competent full-time staff members. As president, I chair a board, and our direction is shaped collectively by directors representing all members across the region. As I've always said, West Indies cricket has never been a one-man operation, and it should never be. It is a shared responsibility. Therefore, my friends, with clarity about the work still before us, I will use the remainder of the term to complete the reforms we began and to support the development and implementation of our strategic plan until 2027. And finally, I urge all of us not to be drawn into the voices of a small few who may seek to create division at a time when unity is essential. We are stronger together, and this moment calls for collective purpose, steady focus, and confidence in our shared future. Thank you for your continued support. Let us keep working together, and let us continue to rally around the West Indies.
All right, so that's the West Indies Board President, Kishore Shalom. No conflict of interest. I'm continuing in both roles until 2027. Your feedback and your reaction on that and any other thing you want to talk about when we come back after the break.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
It's now time for Know Your Custom, sponsored by the Tate's Pharmacy Xmas Sale Promotion. Biggest sale of the season. 10 to 50% off special items. Shop and win. Spend $2,000 or more plus GCT between November 28th and December 24th, 2025 for a chance to win a 65-inch Samsung Smart TV. Customer Appreciation Day will be December 20. Bring the kids for holiday fun. On December 20 and 24, free gift for every child. Plus, photo with Santa at a small fee. Also on Wednesday, December 24, will be the grand prize draw for the Samsung TV at 5:30 p.m. Join us at Tate's Pharmacy for the big event. Tate's Pharmacy, your super pharmacy. Call 876-986-2324 or 786-2222. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Here at Ascent Super Center, you can fill your Christmas list.
It's 3 weeks till Christmas! And Ascent Supercenter has everything you need to start your shopping now! Choose from our wide selection of decorations, lights, and Christmas trees. Beat the rush and pick up all your Christmas gifts in comfort and style. And stop by this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our 3-day free Christmas sale.
So this Christmas, make it Ascent Super Center for sure.
It's a lifestyle.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so now here, Dr. Shallow. I want to think about that and some other issue. And as me say, it now escaped Mr. Speed in his very first game after being head coach. I think Speed now feels he has something to prove. Cavaliers struggling, take on Moby, who are the leading team in the something. Tree love.
Yeah, you know, me not impressed.
But Moby, I gotta say.
It's not I gotta say. It's just a reality.
The Storm.
Yeah, they're one of the teams that the preparation to come back in the league wasn't ideal, you know?
Yeah. I think that's legitimate.
Yeah.
But make we hear now. Beg some more volume on the headphone now. As we take the first call. Hello.
Yeah, Orville, what going?
This is the Dreamer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me hear a cut. Yo, Zidane, what going?
I'm here, my boss.
Me keep on telling say your Beatle boys are not good, but they tell me they're quality players.
Oh, the
and
English
quality players they still can't carry a World Cup.
Oh.
Eh? No, is he proving right?
Hold on. Because I heard, how many World Cups have Jamaica qualified for in their history?
One.
Yeah, and how many of those would have had Englishmen? Now, since 98. So prior to 1998, as a matter of fact, so we have never qualified for World Cup without Englishmen. Never. The one time so all the years Jamaica tried to qualify for World Cup with only Jamaican-born people. You failed miserably to do so. The one time you qualify, you got the assistance of Englishmen. So don't blame
four English players.
Yeah, so don't blame Englishmen for failing to qualify for World Cups.
Yeah, man. Look here now. The English players that will come represent you know good. Number one. Curacao give it 2-0. About 8 players, English-based players start. About that. In another game there.
The one that lost 2-0?
Yeah.
Some of this stuff.
Yeah.
No, and the Dutch professionals beat them. Beat the Beatle boys them. And the reggae boys that again. Zin. But hear me I say, Orville. Me one caller come on from the program yesterday and say the Canadian man where present a CONCACAF now. He make Canada get automatic spot in our club competitions.
Yeah.
You see, when we learn from something there now, Jack Warner, when you go in a system, look out for your own. That Jack Warner used to good pan, you know. And that's why they push him out and start look out for them own. So I see him when I look out for my own.
Which league is stronger? The JPL or the Canadian League?
No, you heard CC call yesterday?
It's years, it's months. CC I thought about something. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not something new from CC, you know. A long time I compare.
Yeah, but me think the Canadian League might be stronger.
No, CC wasn't talking about JPL though. He was saying I think Costa Rica has a stronger league than Canada. And
because Canada
they don't get an automatic spot in the CONCACAF Club Championship. While the winner of the Canadian League goes straight into it. I think him said the Costa Rican winner has to play off with somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the face of it, I can understand.
As long as your league stronger, you should also have to qualify. Or your league is not as strong, you should also have to qualify.
Yeah. But for them league, they are number 6 and they get automatic space. I look out for their own.
Yeah, that's
so that's why
that's
so that's why I say Orville say if based on information that come forward, say clubs start get money to players who play in a World Cup qualifying. And that's why I keep on say Jamaica we start look out for own now and start look out for English club. Because the English club the more benefit.
Yeah man, but me tell a Dreamer that can't be the reason why we pick Jamaican players.
No, me tell you something.
Stick with your argument. Stick with your argument that the over.
Man, stick to my argument.
I don't want to hear so we must pick Jamaican players because it benefits Jamaican clubs.
No man.
Pick if your argument should be pick Jamaican players.
Don't let have the best.
And I'm saying your argument should be pick the best Jamaican players because they give us the best chance of winning football games. The argument about it, local clubs with benefits, so you have to pick them. We can't work with that.
Dreamer.
But that is that is the added incentive when they pick the best Jamaican players.
Dreamer. In February,
Eh?
there was two friendly games against Trinidad. It was all local squad. You watched any of those games?
Me watch the game overseas there with
No.
Friendly Cup.
No, man. I'm saying there were two games friendlies in February. One in Mobile and one at Arnett Gardens. Jamaica
No, me
versus
never
Trinidad.
watch it.
It was all local. It's a pity you didn't watch
Yeah.
it. But local base players, them can't compete, no boss. Alone by themselves.
So who the local players was playing against? British players from Trinidad?
No, they were playing against local joke Trinidad players and wasn't.
Exactly,
and
because you will end up on the same level.
Then if we are struggling, hold on.
No, you see, when you
hold
sound like
on,
a
Dreamer.
slave, no, man,
Dreamer, hold on. No,
Dreamer,
Dreamer, why allow you to do that? I'm saying if Trinidad didn't send a special team and we struggle, why you think we're going to do when we face Mexico and Canada and USA and Costa Rica and Honduras and these teams with a fully local squad? It can't work, my boss. Don't be fooled.
No, look here now. Put local in context. Local players also included man like Youth Fan Charlton.
Oh, you're talking local born players.
Born players.
Yeah,
when I say local players, I mean local born players.
Then Leon Bale them go recruit English-based players, my boss. Leon Bale is a Jamaican-born professional overseas, and him same man go recruit English-based players.
So we don't want to mistake him. When I say Jamaican
Dreamer, what
players,
does that tell you?
we mean
Yeah, man, I get
Jamaican-born
it.
players.
I
Whether
get
they
it.
play locally or overseas.
Yeah, but I give you one of your big baller born as a Jamaican now. He himself recruited English-based players to come and help. What do you get? What do you get from that?
In brainwash. Can't believe say because in England them better who there.
That's a brainwash.
We not have in a 98 to the trust, the local based players them more than we trust the foreign based players now. Because me can tell you say if I 98 team, Curacao never come out of stadium with a fine.
All right, Dreamer, we hear you.
But the only thing me say, the local clubs need to benefit because if a $10,000 for one player in our World Cup qualifying, the local clubs them need to get rich now because we need to benefit to own now. Look out for your own.
All right, Dreamer.
Vote them out in the next election.
Point made. 2 days in a row.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, that's a Dreamer. How we stay now, Astar? Before we just bet. We go back online. The thing gone? All right. How far is it to just?
Well, I heard Garvey yesterday.